Welcome to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Vice President of Athletics, Craig McPhail. Darius has got a great show. He's got some of his friends and some coaches here. Talk about the fall season for volleyball and men's soccer. I'm here to tell you we're transitioning from the fall to the winter. We've got men's and women's basketball, men's volleyball, indoor track, and skiing and snowboarding about to start their seasons. Hopefully you'll enjoy this show and stay tuned for more of This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Darius Melbon, and today we're here with Avalon Licio. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Avalon here is actually a senior at McRae College. She plays for the women's volleyball team. Can you just give the viewers a brief description and background of why you came to McRae College and who you are?
I'm originally from Naples, Florida. I came here for volleyball. I was recruited as a senior in high school. A coach saw me at a tournament and was like, I need you to play for me. So I came here and I did a tour and I just absolutely love the campus. It's definitely different from growing up 15 minutes from the ocean to coming here and going to sunset on the mountaintop. It's an awesome experience to be here.
You actually beat me to my next question. I was going to ask you, since you are from Florida, what's the biggest transition from living in Florida your whole life and then coming up here to North Carolina and experiencing the significant cold weather and just being in the mountains opposed to the beach as well?
The clothing choice, I guess. The heavy jackets, the layering. I just want to wear shorts and a t-shirt and flip-flops all the time. But I think I love the cold weather after 4 years of being up here in the snow. I can't wait for it every winter.
Sweet. And also volleyball-wise, as a freshman, you actually led the team in kills and attacks and things like that. What was your biggest way of preparing as a freshman and transitioning your skill set from being in high school into the college level?
My freshman year, we only had 8 girls, so it was kind of a challenge to transition from a 16-player team to only 8 players and slowly losing girls throughout the season, so it was very, very challenging. Me and my teammate Haley Leonard, we were the only 2 freshmen, so it was very hard as 2 only freshmen to kind of help the team get through season, and it was very tough, but it was definitely a learning experience, and I'm glad I had that season.
And I'm sure it was a roller coaster ride, being a freshman and then, even being a senior now. How do you think this year actually went opposed to maybe the previous couple of years of volleyball this year?
I think it went pretty well. We had some challenges throughout the year, but we definitely got through it. There was a very good group of girls we had. We had injuries, we had unexpected losing streaks, and it kind of made our program very strong. Towards the end of the season, we knew what we could do, and we showed up towards the end of the season, and I think we ended well, but we could have done better.
Yeah, I think you did well. I appreciate you and Haley both. I watched y'all all 4 years, and y'all did a great job, so I appreciate your work. And any future plans? I know you are a senior, so do you have any future plans immediately after college, or do you have an idea what you really want to do?
I hope to be a chiropractor, yeah.
Sweet.
Palmer Chiropractic College in Daytona, Florida is what I'm looking at right now. It's 4 more years to get my DOC, Doctor of Chiropractic. So 4 more years, it's going to be a little challenging.
You'll be fine. Well,
yeah.
Well, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And just stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics right after this. Welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm here with Tyler Padlett. How you doing today?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Tyler here is actually a junior at McRae College and plays on the men's soccer team. Can you just give viewers a brief description of who you are and what made you come to McRae College?
Well, like you said, I'm Tyler Padlett from Goodyear, Arizona. I'm a junior this year, and I'm a goalkeeper on the soccer team.
Sweet. And you are from Arizona. I know it was very beautiful out there, humid and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the atmosphere like, over there in Arizona compared to being in Merrill? Have you really thought about that much?
I definitely noticed a difference. Come from like a bigger city to a small little town in Banner Elk. It's a big change, especially being in the mountains, away from the desert. No cacti anywhere. So it's a bit weird.
Sweet. And do you have a preference right now? Do you like Arizona and the Midwest a little bit more, or do you like the mountains a little bit?
I don't know. I'd say it's about equal. I mean, I've lived here for 3 years, and it's kind of grown on me a lot, so I'd say I'd like them both the same.
Sweet. And I noticed in high school you did really good. You making, all-state honorable mention and all-conference, of course, and all things like that. How was your success, being a successful soccer player in high school? How have you translated those talents and that mindset into college?
I mean, in high school, you gotta work your butt off. You gotta prove yourself. You gotta come into a school where there's already established players, and you gotta fight for a spot and maintain that spot as you go through. So it's kind of similar to high school. Obviously, college is at a higher level, and it's a bit more challenging than high school, but it's kind of similar in that aspect that you gotta fight for your position and work hard to maintain it.
Definitely, and I noticed you did really well this year. You actually were third in the conference in saves with 79 saves. Do you have any advice to your teammates or any future, incoming freshmen that's coming in to help them for the next level?
Definitely don't get your hopes down if you come in, you don't start right away. I mean, you're not supposed to, theoretically. Obviously, with players being older and more experienced in the college level, but you got to come in, work hard, fight it, and try and make your way up to the top.
Sweet. And I noticed you're a really smart young man. You've taken honors and AP courses. You actually have a little clothing line I heard about. Can you please give us a little background on that as well?
Well, I'm looking to start my own clothing company. It's called False Nine Apparel. It's basically a soccer-based streetwear type of apparel company. I'm starting out right now. Got a few designs. false9apparel.com. Check it out.
Sweet. You heard what he said, so do that, support him, and and you are a junior, so you have one more year left. Do you have any future plans right now leading into the summer, or do you have anything you really want to do after you graduate college?
Well, into the summer, I'm looking to play PDL,
Okay.
improve my skills as a goalkeeper and as a soccer player. Right after, I kind of want to coach for a little bit, get my feet set with coaching, so I want to use PDL to develop me as a player and as a coach. So
you'll do just fine. Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
No problem.
With that, just stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics right after this. Welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm here with Chelsea Parker. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being here.
Sure.
And Miss Parker, or should I say Coach Parker, she's actually the women's soccer coach, assistant soccer coach for Leeds McRae Athletics. Can you just give a description of who you are and what brought you to Leeds McRae College?
Yeah, definitely. I'm originally from Richmond, Virginia. I went to college, though, at Mars Hill University, not too far from here, right down the road. Played there for 4 years, and didn't really want to get into coaching at all until it came graduation time and didn't know what I wanted to do. So my coach actually got me a graduate assistant job down in Georgia at another D2 school, and so I got my master's there and was coaching and fell in love with coaching. And so when I finished that program there, I just started applying wherever I could because I knew I wanted to stay in the profession, and found my way back in the mountains.
That's crazy because I noticed you was majoring in history and double minor in English and also women's studies, so that's a significant change.
Yeah.
But being a college athlete, you actually did really well. You're making all conference and whatnot, being a college athlete for Mars Hill. What's the transition like, and what's the big difference between being an athlete and actually being a coach for a team?
It's incredible. Like, the change is just incredible. When you're a player, you just have this ability to just do it, and there's no explanation really behind it. But when you're a coach, now it's you tell your players to do something and they ask you why, and you're just like, well, I don't know, I've never thought of it that way. So it's just the teaching method is something that you have to acquire, and being on the other side of it, you just don't know how hard it is and how much detail goes into it and how much you really just are in the lives of these young kids. But it's an incredible transition, and probably one of the harder transitions that I've had to do so far professionally. So
Sweet. And I noticed you like you said, you coached at Shorter University. What's the biggest transition or the biggest thing you picked up from, coaching at Shorter University and then taking your talents and mentality to McRae College?
Yeah, so at Shorter I was a graduate assistant, so you're really it's like entry level. You're just learning how to do the office work, how to run a practice, really just learning. You're not doing a ton of coaching yet. You're just soaking up everything, following the head coach, learning how to run ID camps, learning how to just be in charge of a group of kids. And so when I came here, I had those 2 seasons under my belt. So when I got here, I was very seasoned in that and could take the next level in going recruiting by myself, running training sessions on my own, and doing things with the budget on my own. So you just more freedom, I'd say, and knowledge of the whole job.
Wow, I didn't realize you did all that. That's a lot of tasks and skills. I bet that helps you out today as well. And I noticed you just finished your soccer season. How do you think the overall season went for your Lady Bobcats?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Last year was a bit of a struggle, and last year Kiko and I were brand new, and that's always going to be tough when you bring in a whole new coaching staff. So we went through our struggles and our troubles last year, but this year we really overcame them. We brought in 6 new freshmen. Our seniors stepped up incredibly this year, and we didn't have a winning conference or a winning season, but we won 2 more games, I believe, than we did last year, and we had a winning season in conference. And making it to the semifinals is just a total flip-flop of last year, when we didn't even make it into the conference tournament. So Kiko and I are extremely happy with the outcome of season.
Well, I'm proud of you. I know the whole athletic department's proud of you guys. Y'all did really well. So I appreciate y'all. Do you have any hobbies or anything that we don't know about as you being a coach?
Yeah, a couple, I guess. But I guess the biggest one is I work up on beach and I love to snowboard.
Oh, really?
When it becomes winter, I'm pretty much snowboard almost every day. So not a lot of people know that, but I've taken up that hobby and love it. So
what's your most extreme trick that you can actually land?
No tricks yet, not that far. I'm just trying to still be somewhat athletic these days. So just a nice casual ride is good for me.
Well, I might have to take that offer and try to ride a little snowboard for you. And I don't think my coach would like that. Sorry, Coach Harden, but I'm going to have to try it out since I'm a senior. But thank you for being here today, and best of luck to you.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. And with that, just stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics right after this. Welcome back to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm here with Andy Fisher. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Andy Fisher here is our Sports Information Director. And I actually have a quick question. How do you think your Vikings did this week? I know unfortunately, they lost to the Redskins, but Sam Bradford did play well. He did have 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and had a rating of 104. So how do you think overall they're looking?
Overall, yeah, it's a loss, but I think they play competitively, which is kind of sad to say with the season starting out the way it did, 5-0. But at least they're not just giving up on the season and not trying different things. So that's really the good thing, but obviously losing's never a good thing.
Oh, yeah. And I think eventually they'll be able to pick it back up. They do have the 3rd best defense in the league, so that shows you that they have some potential. But Andy here, he's actually going to give us a recap of the games. We actually have a few games such as basketball and things like that. So can you just give us a recap of the previous week?
Sure. The fall seasons for McRae Athletics finally wrapped up this week. The volleyball team ended their season on Tuesday with a 3-0 loss to Erskine. The ladies actually had a 2-win improvement from last season, so that was good to see. As Darius said, the basketball teams opened up their 2016-17 campaigns. Both of them went 0-2, but they both completed very hard. The men lost to Tusculum by 4, and then they lost to the 2nd-ranked team in the country, Lincoln Memorial. And then the women dropped 1-point decision to Mars Hill, and then they lost 1-6 to Tusculum on Saturday. So even though there's no W's for the Bobcats, they competed very hard.
Sure did, and those were some very good teams for all of us. The women's team and the men's team played some really good teams, so hopefully just keep our confidence up and do what we need to do to get that win in the future. And I know we have some sporting events in this upcoming week. Can you just give us what's happening next?
Sure. The women's team will be back on the road. They head down to Georgia to take on Young Harris Saturday at 1:30 p.m. And then Darius and the men's basketball team will have a busy week ahead of them. They have 3 games all on the road. They face Winston-Salem State Tuesday at 7. Then they head to Charlotte to take on Queens Friday at 7. And then they close out the week at USC Aiken on Saturday at 6 p.m. So pretty busy.
Definitely, and wish us the best of luck. Hopefully we can do what we need to do. And Stephen A. Smith, I'm calling you out. I hope I see you there at Winston-Salem State. I know that's your alma mater, so hope to see you there. And thank you for being here and giving us the information.
You're welcome.
And with that being said, just stay tuned for more of This Week in Bobcat Athletics with Craig McPhail right after this.
There's so many good things happening in our athletic department right now. We've got staff members who are going to Baltimore, Maryland for the NCAA Leadership Workshop Academy to learn about how to enhance and elevate our athletic department. We're nominating our men's basketball team for the NCAA Division II Award of Excellence because of their Lunch Buddy program here with the partnership of the Banner Elk Elementary School. We've got our assistant cycling coach building new ramps and jumps in our cycling trails to recruit and retain quality cyclists to further enhance the tradition that we have with cycling here at Lee's McRae. There's just so many things that are happening right now, and I hope that you're going to get a chance over the next couple weeks to come watch our basketball teams play. I think you'll see a lot of energy and passion and excitement with regards to the crowd as well as the product on the court. It's a fun time to be a part of Bobcat Nation. I hope you've made your impact. Join the Bobcat Club, make a difference. Great things are happening. Take care, and that's all for this week in Bobcat Athletics.